After an impressive debut season, Caitlin Clark is preparing for her second year with the Indiana Fever, and expectations are exceptionally high. The 23-year-old point guard significantly influenced the team's performance in 2024, guiding the Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. Clark also topped the league in both assists and three-pointers made, securing a place on the All-Star team and the All-WNBA first team. As the Fever's 2025 season commences with a preseason match on May 3rd, fans are eagerly anticipating Clark's next moves. From a basketball standpoint, we must ensure we assist her in diversifying her defining skills so that she remains unpredictable. New Fever head coach Stephanie White remarked, underscoring the necessity of maintaining unpredictability in Clark's gameplay as she escalates her abilities. For those interested in witnessing Clark and the Fever compete live, tickets for home and away games are affordably priced. Fans planning to attend home games at Indiana's Gainbridge Fieldhouse can find tickets starting at just $12 for specific matchups, with some great deals available for slightly higher prices. For instance, the preseason game against the Washington Mystics on May 3rd begins at $13, while regular season encounters against the Chicago Sky and New York Liberty start at $66 and $49, respectively. Tickets for away games also come in various price ranges, with the lowest prices starting at $54 for specific matchups, escalating up to $192 for sought-after games. Some notable road games feature matchups with the Las Vegas Aces, New York Liberty, and Dallas Wings. As the WNBA schedule turns towards a new season, enthusiasm abounds across Indiana Fever territory. Last year, Caitlin Clark made her mark on the professional scene, rewriting rookie records and transforming Gainbridge Fieldhouse into a packed venue consistently. Now, with Stephanie White, a past Indiana Miss Basketball, returning to Indianapolis, the Fever have communicated a message that sends chills through the rest of the league. However, no one anticipated that her very first public statement, made on an episode of the Good Follow podcast with Roz Gold Onward, would resonate like a warning to the entire WNBA. White's task is straightforward: enhance Clark's complexity to challenge opponents' strategies. From a basketball perspective, it is crucial to help her broaden her finishing skills so that they do not become predictable. White articulated, "We cannot afford to be fundamentally predictable, given her extensive athleticism, speed, quickness, and the fact that the game plan will be heavily focused on her." By evolving Clark from a dribble-heavy playmaker into a versatile threat capable of setting screens, attacking from the weak side, and executing counterattacks, Indiana aims to ensure that opposing teams remain in a constant state of alertness. White, who was part of the 1999 NCAA championship team at Purdue, led the Fever to the 2015 WNBA Finals and recently earned Coach of the Year accolades in Connecticut, has significant ambitions for her return. For competing WNBA head coaches, this announcement is certainly concerning to say the least. If Clark's already remarkable rookie performance, 19.2 PPG and a WNBA leading 8.4 APG, served merely as the introduction, what might Year 2 entail under White's guidance? Following her impressive debut season, 2024, WNBA Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark and her Indiana Fever are set to embark on another basketball campaign, commencing with a preseason match on May 3rd. Anticipations are extraordinarily high for the 23-year-old point guard as she enters 2025. During her first season, Clark played a crucial role in obtaining the Fever's first playoff spot since 2016, topped the league in assists and three-point shots made, and earned selections to both the All-Star and All-WNBA first team. Surpassing these achievements in her second season may prove nearly unattainable, unless, of course, Clark alters her approach to the game. From a basketball standpoint, we need to ensure we assist her in varying her signature skill set so that she remains unpredictable, remarked new Fever head coach Stephanie White on the Good Follow podcast. We must not allow our strategy to become predictable, given her significant athleticism, speed, quickness, and the intensive game plans focused on her. If you wish to witness Clark in action live this year, tickets are accessible for all forthcoming 2025 Fever games, including 7 matches against Angel Reese's Chicago Sky, 4 contests with Paige Bucher's Dallas Wings, and a set of 4 alongside Breanna Stewart's reigning champion New York Liberty. Most impressively, several of these tickets are affordably priced. At the time of this report, the lowest available ticket price for any Indiana home game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse was $12 prior to fees on Vivid Seats. The Indiana Fever exhibition, slated for May 4th at Carver Hawkeye Arena, will now commence at 3 p.m., 2 hours earlier than initially planned. This adjustment is likely a consequence of the game's television assignment, which numerous sources reported on April 15th. Caitlin Clark and the Fever are scheduled to compete against the Brazil national team on ESPN, unless a Game 7 occurs in the NBA playoffs, which would necessitate moving the Fever game to ESPN2. Prior to this update, Indiana was already set for a league-high 41 games to be broadcast nationally or streamed. Tickets for the return of the former Iowa women's basketball star to Iowa City were sold out within 45 minutes, with resale prices exceeding $250 on Ticketmaster. As a sold-out crowd is anticipated for the May 4th preseason exhibition game between the Caitlin Clark-led Indiana Fever and the Brazilian national team, fans must modify their arrangements due to the new start time. The contest was initially planned for 5 p.m. CT at the home of the Iowa Hawkeyes men's and women's basketball teams. However, the Fever communicated via their social media channels on Friday that the game is now set for 3 p.m. CT. While the organization did not reveal any specific rationale for the schedule alteration, one might conjecture that it aligns with ESPN's broadcasting timetable, considering the network is anticipated to air the matchup. The commencement of the 2025 WNBA season is drawing near. By week's end, clubs will initiate training camps to assemble all elements for the forthcoming season. As franchises begin to finalize details on their training camp lineups, information from across the league continues to emerge. The most recent update comes from one of the most esteemed players in the league's history. Caitlin Clark, the top selection in the 2024 WNBA draft and the WNBA Rookie of the Year, made headlines on Monday, this time regarding a promotion for one of her products. On Monday, Hy-Vee released the statement, "It's too cool to miss. Grab our Caitlin Clark 22's limited edition Cool Blue." After competing at the University of Iowa and narrowly missing the NCAA tournament victory in consecutive seasons, Clark emerged as a standout in her inaugural season in the WNBA. Clark concluded her rookie season with an average of 19.2 points per game. Additionally, she led the WNBA in assists per contest, averaging 8.4, and topped the league with 3.0 three-pointers made per game. The Fever have endeavored to enhance their roster around Clark. Kelsey Mitchell is poised to start in the backcourt alongside her. Mitchell was selected as the second overall pick in the 2018 WNBA draft. Furthermore, Indiana brought on Sophie Cunningham in February, who is expected to serve as a critical depth contributor to strengthen the backcourt. Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, and Aaliyah Boston are anticipated to occupy the final starting positions. Indiana also possesses Lexi Hull, a first-round selection from the 2022 WNBA draft, poised to make an impact from the bench. Last season proved to be a triumph for the WNBA, beginning with the selection of Caitlin Clark as the first overall pick in the most viewed draft in history. This accomplishment was sustained with the most viewed All-Star game to date against Team USA, which secured the gold medal at the Olympic Games in Paris, culminating in the most-watched season overall, characterized by the highest television ratings, a greater number of sellouts, increased merchandise sales, and the largest audience in the league's 28-year existence. Additionally, this marked the highest viewership for a regular season across ESPN platforms, averaging 1.19 million viewers, a significant 170% rise from the preceding season. Much of this popularity can be attributed to Clark, whose debut match attracted 2.1 million viewers, while her concluding game as a rookie averaged 2.5 million viewers, the most viewed WNBA game on cable. These figures starkly contrast the 18.9 million viewers who tuned in for her last NCAA match, the championship game against South Carolina, and Camila Cardoso, who was also selected third overall in last year's draft. The viewership also pales in comparison to the 9 million who watched the 2023 National Championship game against Angel Reese, who is the second most recognized player from the 2020 NCAA recruiting class, although she is expected to fall to third this season due to the arrival of first overall pick Paige Beakers, although social media follower counts suggest a different narrative.